All right, let's take a look at our warm-up first. Remember that the equations that we've been working on are two-step equations. They are 7th grade level, but when we look at our STAR test this year, we will only see one-step equations. So this warm-up kind of looks at some addition and subtraction one-step equations, so just so you're familiar with what that looks like. It's very similar to what our two-step equations look like. Okay, so first of all, in our examples here, we see that in our equation is adding 2, so we subtracted 2 on both sides. On the second example, the equation is subtracting 3, so we added 3 on both sides. Okay, so here on our next one, the ones that we needed to work, we have a plus 9. So we are going to minus 9 on both sides, which would give us x equals -7. On our middle one, here's our x, and next to the x is a minus 15. So if the equation has a minus 15, we need to do plus 15 on both sides. So plus 15 plus 15. All right, so 23 equals x. And then finally, this one has a minus 11 with it. So we are going to plus 11 on both sides. All right, so x is equal to 15. Okay, all right, now if you'll turn to the page that was handed back to you that we worked on Friday, we're going to go over it. Not everybody finished, and that's okay. So just follow along and check and see how you did on the ones that you did complete. And then once we get past the ones that you completed, just watch to see what happened on the problems so that you're ready to do it for a grade today. Okay? All right, so on our first equation, we find our x and look to see what is next with it. So we have a plus 5, so we minus 5 on both sides, giving us 2x equals 8. And then we are 2x's, so we divided both sides by 2. Okay, on the middle problem, we had a minus 3 with the x, so we did plus 3 on both sides. And then there were 4 x's, so we divided by 4 on both sides. On that last one, the equation had a minus 3, so we did plus 3 on both sides. And then we had 7 x's, so we did divide by 7 on both sides. Okay, on the back, we had a plus 6 in the equation, so we minus 6 on both sides. Since there were 3 x's, we divided both sides by 3. This one, our equation had a 1, so we did a minus 1 on both sides, and since there were 2 x's, we divided by 2. Okay, next, the equation had a minus 3, so we did plus 3. There were 2 x's, so we divided by 2. This one had a plus 3, so we did minus 3 on both sides, and there were 4 x's, so we divided by 4 on both sides. This one had a minus 15, so we did plus 15 on both sides. And then there were 3 x's, so we divide both sides by 3. This one had a plus 5, so we minus 5 on both sides. And then there were 3 x's, so we divided both sides by 3. Okay? The parts that I highlighted, that's what I am looking for when I am grading your work. I'm looking to see, did you write the minus 5 on both sides? And then did you do divide by 3 on both sides? Right, so that's the algebra, doing it on both sides. Okay, your assignment today is in Schoology. Once you have completed it, you need to make sure that your weekly practice is started and possibly even completed today. If you have not finished your prior weekly practices, work on that as well.